Greetings viewers, this is ZagaTech ICT FX. In this video, I'm going to talk about another new indicator. I call this indicator classic indicator. Many of you have been using this indicator. Many of you have been, have encountered this indicator anyhow, any place. But if you have not gotten this indicator, try and get this indicator. This indicator is good for swing trade. And without further ado, let's get started. I've already installed the indicator in my MT4 dashboard, and this indicator contains you have 3 arrow and 1 star, future prediction, and symbol changer. So, and also trend corridor. So you see the arrow, the white, the blue, and the big arrow. Then you have the star arrow here, this star here. You have the future prediction. We have the material symbol. Then how does this classic indicator work, and when do you enter a signal? Mostly people use this to enter to trade frequently and make substantial profits. So it's good in 1 hour time frame. This indicator basically is good in 1 hour time frame. Let me put it that way. It's good in 1 hour time frame. So before you enter 1 hour time frame, you need to check your future prediction here in 1 hour. So let's zoom out a little, see future prediction, which is still selling. Sell a little, buy. Definitely is a buy signal here. Then you have to check 4 hours if you want to enter in 1 hour. You have to check 4 hours. You see 4 hours. 4 hours is selling a little. 4 hours is in sell mode. You need to check 30 minutes. 30 minutes is in sell mode. You see, but 1 hour here is still gallivanting upwards, which has a sell candlestick here. 30 minutes has a sell candlestick here. 4 hours sells has a sell candlestick here. Now let me move back to 1 hour. Then we know for you, how do I confirm when to enter, when to trade? This is a future prediction. It shows you the future. When you come to this spot, this candlestick here, I place this arrow vertical line here. You see, so the future prediction is this. This is where the candlestick is. The future prediction is this, which means it's going to sell, and I'm going to buy and sell up to 4 or 5 candlestick in 4 hours or 5 hours. So the best thing for you to do is to find a way to confirm your entry and exit of a trade using 1 hour time frame. Check your 4 hours, check your 30 minutes before you enter the signal. You can enter in 30 minutes, you see it's selling, but in 1 hour here it's also selling, but it's a buy signal in 1 hour. It's also a buy signal in 30 minutes. In 1 hour is also a sell, but this is not a valid entry. It was just a swing. This is not a valid entry. This is not a valid entry. Now for you to confirm when to enter excuse me, when to enter and when to exit a trade, then this is exactly what I did. I came into this spot. I have to remove this symbol changer first. I'll still add another new stuff here. Come to this spot, come to chart, indicator list, symbol changer, close, indicator list, symbol changer, delete and close. So I've removed symbol changer. Then I have to remove this trend corridor first, or if I want, I will leave the trend corridor. Then the indicator I added in the former video I did, I also added it for confirmation of entry or retracement or swing or scalping. Now I have to add this indicator, which is a very sweet indicator. I have to increase the size of the line. Input, you can play around with the settings of this thing if you really know what you are doing. If you're a good forex trader, you have to play around with this. If you don't, forget about it. Then the second one, I need to add another indicator. Exactly. Now I have to close off. Now these are the 3 types of indicator I use here to know when to enter and know when to exit a trade. Because that's the most thing we all need to know. Entry and exit. Then this is the future prediction, which is going, we don't know the direction. It's maybe going up, maybe going sell. Now when you check 4 hours time frame, sorry about that, let me remove this future prediction first. 4 hours time frame is going sell, and the future prediction is showing me, sorry guys, okay, and the future prediction is showing me a little buy here, which is a buy signal here, because this arrow comes with this. So this is a buy signal, short buy signal here. Definitely it's still going to sell in 30 minutes. It's having a sell here in 1 hour. So I don't have to enter a trade like this in this form at all. So let's check the former entry and exit of a trade. You see this one? See this entry here? You see the confirmation here of this apex point? I entered. It shows me here, but I didn't enter. I wait for this confirmation of the white candlestick before I jump into trade. So when I enter a trade, I'm sure of at least 10, I'm sure at least 20 pips. That's 20 pips guarantee. But aside that, you can, when you are good to go, you can enter a signal. See this red arrow here? This red arrow comes with this indicator, or this, I think it is this indicator. So this is a very valid entry. But don't just enter when you see such arrow. And how does this arrow form? I'll take on to that. Let me finish explaining this. I think I've got the explanation in former video and I have to touch it. So this is a valid entry, re-entry again. So this is a signal. It crosses extreme overbought. The first one is over extreme oversold, extreme overbought, extreme oversold. So this crosses extreme oversold and oversold, crosses this very well, and this is a complete signal for you to buy this red arrow. And you watch the blue arrow also too. The same thing, blue arrow touched the extreme overbought. The same thing applicable to here, it touched it. Now when it comes to this place now, see blue arrow crossed it with a red arrow, which can have a very long sell. So when you enter a signal, as soon as you see this and enter a signal, definitely you are 100% sure of profit, few pips guaranteed for that. When you see a complete signal like this and also confirm it with this trend, with also this kind of trend here, let me minimize this a little. So I use this to, let me remove this future prediction. Let me not confuse you guys. Future prediction, delete, better, good. I'll not confuse you guys. So this is a valid signal in 1 hour time frame. When I entered it, I'm sure of at least a percentage of pips. I showed you guys how to calculate pips from here. Maybe I entered through this trend in 1 hour. I waited for like 12 hours. So each candlestick expires in 1 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe I took profit in this pump. I entered this trade. So I'm sure of like 23 pips. So 231 divided by 10. I guess I have to get 23 pips. If I enter the trade signal here, 23 pips. So if you're sure, you leave the trade, because it's a long swing trade, you go with it for a long time, go with it for a long time, go with it for a length until you encounter another star. Because star is going to appear first, big arrow is going to appear, blue arrow is going to appear, shows you complete signal, and you wait for what? An entry. So a complete signal shows here, and the entry went into 1, 2. The entry signal confirmed here. Entry was in 1, 2, 3, 4 in 5th candlestick. That's when you enter. Something applicable to this place. See, entry is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candlestick. So if you get this, you can enter on time. If you get this complete signal here, if you get this complete signal here, this one here, this in vertex mode, you can enter on time. If you get this complete signal here, you can enter and re-enter again in this platform here. But what you'll be looking at is the red line and blue line. So the red line, blue line crossed it, that's why it went high. But this blue line crosses the overbought, oversold, and touched overbought. It didn't cross it, that's why I have also and the red line crosses it very well. I have a buy signal, you have a re-entry signal. It comes back here again, you sold, you rent again and sold. So this is double top bottom, double top in this indicator, which means it's still swinging up and down. So this is a touch line, is an invalid signal when you see this. So when you place such swing trade, you don't need to rush and take your profit. Make sure some trade lasts for a day, 2 days, 3 days before you can make a huge profit, or make it go a long pipes or pips, you call it, anyhow you call it, and take your profit. So that is how to trade this. Then if you want to swing with this indicator, first of all, if you want to swing with this star indicator, forget about these big arrows and white arrow. First of all, before I tell you about that, let me tell you what this arrow is. A big arrow is super arrow, a large arrow, which shows there's going to be a reverse in trend. Yeah, there's going to be a reverse in trend. Now, when the star appears, it shows yes, there's going to be a reverse in trend. Big arrow appears, shows yes, confirmed it, yes, there's going to be a reverse. When the blue arrow appears, it shows completely yes, that's going to be a complete reverse. Now, wait for me to give you an entry signal. So the entry signal will now appear as the white arrow, which shows you it's time for you to enter a signal. But this is how you can trade only this future prediction without this indicator added. But this indicator I just added for you now helps me to enter the trade. Even if I see this big arrow and see this kind of signal here, I'm good to go. So I need to allow the next one or two candlesticks to appear before I enter, and it have to close below or above. If it closes above the trend, I'm good to enter. If it closes below or ranges within the next candlestick, I wait for it to enter. Then how to trade this? I need to add, not when the candlestick is going to elapse, or when the time of the candlestick is going to elapse. I need to add it up. So this next candlestick, the time is going to elapse, and I'm in 1 hour time frame. So the market is closed today. That's why the market is not moving. Sorry about that. And when the candlestick elapses, the next one is going to show you when to enter. And this kind of candlestick now, you know what it is. This last candlestick is a Telegram channel. Go there and read about candlesticks. I know most of you are studying it. Fine, I'm grateful about that. So you know this candlestick, whenever if it ends immediately, so what do you think the next candlestick is going to be? Check out what I said about this trend, and I'm going to upload a picture in the Telegram channel where you can understand this kind of candlestick and know what the next move is going to be. So that is it. Now I've explained this kind of entry, this big arrow, big arrow, star, blue and white arrow entry signal. So that is it. But this helps me to do what? Enter a trade, confirm any entry, and enter a trade and take my profit. And I can set a signal for this, for me to get a signal for that. And let's check this in 4 hours. In 4 hours time frame, you see this went a long buy. That's why you see this big arrow, big channel, and it sold here again. That's why you see this red small. It bought here again, sold, and it's still going to be selling a little, and it's going to sell a little with this. So when it sells a little in 4 hours, maybe it's going to sell, or it's going to sell and buy again, depending on the entry. So I'll be waiting for this kind of signal to complete. Even if it continues selling, I'll wait for it to complete before and crosses this extreme oversold before I now enter for buy signal, because it's a long trade. Then if you want to swing, as I said earlier, you come to 15 minutes size, you want to do swing trade. Let me remove the trend corridor. Let me remove the trend corridor. Trend corridor is gone. So you want to trade in 15 minutes. Forget about these big arrows, and so you have to focus on what? Focus on this kind of extreme movement. Now you see this extreme movement here. You see this a sell signal it appeared here, but didn't show you a signal here. So I follow, even if I want to swing, I follow what the star trend and white arrow entry and exit. This 15 minutes time frame. Now I forget about this also, because most of the time it's correct, but I forgot about it. Then here it crosses, I take. Now but this spot, it crosses a little extreme overbought, and I entered and sold, but the market was ranging. So we have to be careful to enter the market when it's ranging. That's the very bad thing we need to do. So anytime you see market ranging, don't put your head in it. Understand? Allow it to know when the volatility comes up before you enter the trade, before you enter the market. Then I think last but I'll still talk about. I'll still do the video of indicators that you can use to do scalping in 5 minutes, in 15, 30 minutes, and take your profit in short term. and it's going to give you an accurate signal to enter and exit with some few indicators I will add, because this indicators is very nice, very good. I got this indicator online for, I think it's $100, $100. So it's classic indicator. You can find a way and get it. If you want to get it from me, there's a link below this video. Hit me up, we'll talk about that, and I'll know how I'll give it to you. Now that's it. This is a complete signal, so you can also check other pairs and know how the signal forms. Euro USD, you see. And secondly, when you see star blue arrow, just note that there's going to be a light signal there for you to enter. But whenever you see big arrow, don't enter the trade at all. So this is a complete signal. It gave you entry position here and it dropped. When you see any star, you take your profit. That is how you trade it. You see another complete signal, it drops. Take your star. This is not a complete signal. See another complete signal here. Give you complete signal. You don't have to enter these candlesticks. In this candlestick, the next candlestick comes up, you can enter the trade. I think this candlestick closes above, and you enter the trade and take your profit when you see a star. So that is it. So signal forms off and on. When you check this signal here, you see here it crosses. You see another signal. Okay, this is not a valid signal. It is a so valid signal if you went for sell. At least you're going to take some profit. This is a crossed. Another complete signal. You buy, take your profit. You sold again. You also sold again. So you follow this trend and make a substantial profit. If you want to trade alone, trade in your house, watch it and make your profit in 1 hour time frame. Maybe place a trade in 1 hour. And check your profit in next 4 or 5 hours or 6 hours to know if you can take your profit. And don't forget to set your stop loss. So let's assume you placed a trade. Let's assume you placed a trade here. Let's assume you placed a buy button here. Make sure you place your stop loss at least at this spot. At this spot. See, or at this support here. You enter the trade here. When it shows your white signal, enter the trade here. Then make sure you place your stop loss here, and try and take your profit at least few pips up. Let me say few pips, like 20 or 10 pips or 30 pips up, and leave the trend to continue going in your favor. So that's how powerful classic indicator is. Then there's a picture of all the profit taken by this classic indicator. Inbox me, I'll send you the channel where you can see the pictures of it. And if you want to get the indicator get the indicator. So I think I've covered a few things, because I said I will not bore you guys with this video. I've gone short in this video, and it's time for us to start trading forex on our own. And I've shown you how to enter and exit a trade, when to take a profit, how you can go long in a trade with this indicator, because these two indicators I've talked about the last video I did. You can use it to do a little scalp, and also good for swing trade. It's something applicable with the classic indicator, which is good for what? Swing trade. And if you want to do scalping, you have to use this trend, use this vertex mode I added here also to do the movement. So that is it. Thank you so much, and God bless you. ZagaTech FX signing off. Peace.